Let me take this opportunity to thank the President of the General Assembly for convening this plenary meeting on Agenda Item 30 on the role of diamonds in fueling conflict. It is a great honor for me to represent the United Arab Emirates in the capacity of Chair of the Kimberley Process in 2016 and to address the General Assembly today. I would like to thank the preceding Chair, Angola, for their remarkable stewardship of the Kimberley Process in 2015 and for their consistent support in advancing progress this year and their valuable advice to my delegation. I would also like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to all the co-sponsors of the draft resolution A/71/L55 for their kind support, and of course to all the participants of the Kimberley Process, which, as you know, is a unique multi-stakeholder initiative working to ensure that the diamond industry works in service of the producing countries and populations. Before I introduce the substance of the resolution itself, allow me to briefly recount my experience as chair over the past year. Representing the governments, the industry, and the civil society that are involved in the diamond trade, I was able to visit more than 20 countries, both existing and prospective Kimberley Process members. Our belief is that everything we do in the Kimberley Process must support and direct work that is largely in the developing world. During my chairmanship, I have been proud to represent the officials who regulate the diamond trade in the producing countries. My trip to the Central African Republic, a country that had been excluded from the Kimberley Process, was particularly important in providing assistance to the country in meeting its Kimberley Process requirements and enabling the resumption of the country's export of rough diamonds from newly compliant zones. I would like to thank all the delegations who participated in the negotiation process held 2 weeks ago for their constructive and fruitful cooperation. We are pleased to report on our collective achievements over 2016 and to note where improvements can be made. The draft resolution notes the progress made by the Central African Republic regarding the implementation of the administrative decision and operational framework for the resumption of exports of rough diamonds, and welcomes the decision of the Kimberley Process monitoring team to declare 4 sub-prefectures as compliant zones. The draft resolution also welcomes the resumption of participation in the process by the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and its commitment to hosting a review visit. Another measure of progress to highlight is that Gabon was encouraged to begin its process of admission. Let me close by noting 3 specific proposals that were made by the UAE as chair in 2016 to strengthen the Kimberley Process. Firstly, the Kimberley Process suffers from the structural deficit, which is the lack of any form of permanent secretariat, with professional skills and resources that will outlive the rotation of country chairs. For example, the Kimberley Process family has worked hard with the Central African Republic authorities to bring back a legitimate diamond industry. But our working groups and teams are all volunteers working without administrative infrastructure. Ideally, we should have been able to work to a higher standard of speed and effectiveness, but that cannot be done without moving towards a permanent secretariat. I'm pleased that the UAE proposal to establish a permanent secretariat has been welcomed and is included in the draft resolution. Second, the participation of the civil society is vital to the success of the Kimberley Process. But many very experienced NGOs are effectively excluded because they lack direct access to the funding to take part. For this reason, the draft resolution welcomes the willingness of the Kimberley Process to further discuss the UAE proposal to establish multi-donor trust fund or similar mechanisms that would financially support the participation of a wide range of civil society in the process. Third, undervaluation and overvaluation undermines the accuracy of the information on Kimberley Process certificates. During our chairmanship, we initiated a series of workshops to develop a uniform methodology on the valuation of rough diamonds. Although no consensus has been reached on a detailed proposal, the draft resolution includes elements that the methodology could comprise. The UAE, in its capacity as a member of the Kimberley Process, will continue to explore ways to improve the valuation capability of producing nations so that they are able to obtain the fairest value for their natural resources. We are profoundly grateful that these initiatives have been recognized by the draft resolution and will be discussed further under the incoming chair. In this regard, on behalf of the United Arab Emirates, let me congratulate Australia, the 2017 chair of the Kimberley Process, and welcome the European Union as 2017 vice chair. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of the United Arab Emirates.